My official prediction, Korean Zombie versus Dan Ige. I'm going Ige. Now, awesome match. I get that. These guys are going to work hard. These guys are going to hit each other. They're going to trade exchanges back and forth. Zombie did an interview. And I always take a guy at his word, right? And I understand there's promotion and there's hype and there's sportsmanship and there's the swerve and there's the star. I get all those things. I'm still left at what did the guy say, which is, he said, man, I pushed for a co-main event spot. I got no problem with the opponent. I didn't care who the opponent was, but I wanted a co-main event spot because I wanted to go 3 rounds. And you're left at why, right? And some of those answers are very obvious, but the question still has to be asked, why? What is it about 5 rounds? Is it too much damage? Do you not feel there's enough money? Is the training too hard? Or are you not in shape? Are you not in shape? Because if you're willing to do something, you just don't want to do it longer. Well, now you're talking about a conditioning issue. Or perhaps Zombie didn't follow through on this thought. He just made the comment that he wanted to do 3 rounds, not 5 rounds. And he said when he didn't get his way, and this is a quote, I was a little bit sad. So I don't know if he felt disrespected by that or, hey, I was sad and that this is a harder task. I don't know, guys, but neither do you, right? We don't know what to make from this. Other than he's openly telling us that he's in a 5-round fight and he doesn't want to be in a 5-round fight. Okay, what do you do about that? And a couple of guys, it's rare, but a couple of athletes, that actually motivates and incentivizes them to get their opponent out of there. I do not want to go a long night because I can't go a long night. I'm going to bring whatever I've got, and I'm going to bring a storm, and I'm going to bring it early. I'm going to try to stop the fight. So sometimes, like from a fan perspective, it can be more fun. This is also something that Ige is going to have to take into consideration. The opponent is openly telling you, I do not want to see round 4 and 5. You want to get his ass to round 4 and 5. I mean, that would instantly be part of your strategy. There'd be a little bit more movement, a little bit more clinching, a little bit more footwork, a little bit longer night as part of your strategy. And it's a very interesting fight. Ige, first time I ever saw Ige fight, he looked so fantastic. Who did he beat? Was it Barboza? And then I read that he's ranked number 14 in the world. I'm going, that guy that just beat Barboza's number 14, you show me the other 13 guys. No way. Ige is a top 7 guy. Any way you want to do it. And those ranking, maybe he is ranked that. Now, I don't know who's ranked what. I don't know where to find the rankings. I'm just sharing with you that Ige is fantastic, and I don't feel that you need to be sold on Zombie. Zombie is nasty. He's dangerous, but above everything else, he has a word. Fun. Zombie's fun. He does fun things. He does wild things. He's a relatively pleasant guy until the referee says go. And I feel as though this entire division has gotten a major spotlight on it, a major focus at 145 pounds right now. Every time I see these guys do something, I see them doing it right, and I'm seeing that wood pile get bigger and bigger. I mean, there are so many matches that I would love to see Max Holloway in. I cannot wait till Yair Rodriguez gets back. I can't wait till Volkanovski and Ortega get everything settled. But the overwhelming thought is, if you look at the depth of 145 pounds, I don't think it's ever been in a better position. And as far as the Zombie's comment on the 5 rounds, I agree with him. Now, I lost here. This isn't the hill that I want to die on. I'm not making any kind of an argument or a push to get the 5-round fights taken away. I do remember, though, when the 5-round fights got announced, I remember thinking, this isn't going to last. This isn't going to work. The athletes aren't going to want to do it. To Zombie's point, why would I possibly want to go 2 more rounds? Why would I possibly want to do that? This is a hard contact sport, but more than anything, it's the preparation. Your preparation is very different. The miles that you're putting in every single morning preparing for 5 rounds as opposed to 3, it's very different. And I just don't see a sport anywhere that's played this way. I don't care if it's the NCAA, the Olympic Games. I don't care if it's the Super Bowl. Because it's the last one of the night, the rules are different. What? Or because it's a championship match, we now play 5 quarters instead of 4. It's just, there's no sport that's done that way. So I'm surprised. I got to tell you. And I don't want to be the negative voice in the room. But if I was to tell the story accurately, I did not think that this was going to happen. I found out about this. I mean, this was a meaningful thing. I was a main event fighter, right? So this directly affected me. I got a call. Remember right where I was. Remember what I was doing. Steven Morocco calls me up, says, I want to get your opinion on this. I said, Steven, that's the first I've heard. What are you talking about? I said, no, you must have read this wrong. He's telling me, right? He's telling me not just championship fights are going to be 5 rounds. Now all main events, period, are going to be 5 rounds. I said, Steven, you've got that wrong. There's no way. That makes no sense. There's no other sport where the last one of the night has different rules than the previous ones that same night. This is not done. He goes, Chael, I don't have it wrong at all. He said, there's press release. I'm staring at it right now. And I appreciate your take. You're the first person I asked. I plan to hang up with you, and I'm going to call Frank Ige, and I'm going to hang up there. I'm going to call Nick Diaz. He had people he was going to call and try to get all of our opinions together. I denied it. I denied that it was true because I couldn't accept that it was. I only bring that to you because whether that was my prediction or not turned out to not come true. I haven't even heard very many fighters say what I've said. I have not heard very many pushbacks anywhere. Paulo Costa brought something up last week about being a main event fight. I mean, the main event to me would signify a 5 round. Now Zombie saying I was pushing for a co-main because I didn't want to do the 5, but these are some of the first things that I've ever heard. And I'll just tell you, as a viewer or as a fan, my night does not change. My night is not changed, and it is not influenced at all if they're going 5 rounds or they're going 3 rounds. If I had my preference, I would have it at 3. Right? I mean, if I had to choose between one of the two, we're all going to be the same. So we either 3 or we 5. I go, no, please, 3. I don't need to see 2 guys out there for 5 rounds. Just don't need to see it. Every blue moon a fight comes along. It's like, wow, that was awesome. Wish we had a 6 round, right? I mean, that kind of stuff. But you can count that on one hand. Go out there, use the energy you have. Don't do what boxing did. Boxing is not a dull sport. It's just dull to watch the sport of boxing, but those guys are out there for 12 rounds. The human body is not made to do that. Shorten it up a little bit. Get them in, get them out. Conflict resolution. Tell the story, bring in the next. That's how I like it.